Welcome back to Hami Annex. If you're looking for a complete anime recap, you've come to the right place. Let's begin. The eldest Prince Bruno was amazed by the flying diamonds. He himself meets the fairies, and luckily for him, love at first sight happened. Raphael tells him unfortunately we can't meet the fairies or talk to them because of the eternal curse on the royal family. That's why we have to cooperate with the Van Craft family. As soon as Bruno took his eyes off Aine and looked back, she had already disappeared from the place. He didn't know if what he saw was real or just a fantasy. Advice, my friend, let it be a fantasy. Otherwise Rovel will turn you into French fries literally. Everyone except the little girl Elisa tells Rovel don't worry. Aine has returned to the palace at last. Rovel breathed a sigh of relief. After the ceremony ended, Rovel met King Raphael on the way. Raphael asks him why your phosphorescent daughter didn't come to the celebration. It's impossible for her to miss an occasion like this. Raphael replies to him, mind your own business. She has a cough, she's sick, it's none of your concern. Raphael replies to him, stop lying, brother. Rovel was shocked. Raphael continues, I really wanted to meet the three children, and of course, as you know, you must have noticed the incident that happened at the wedding party. Rovel replies to him, no, it was just a simple mistake and it was compensated in a much more luxurious way. Raphael tells him, no problem, good things happened. I'll wait for you and your daughter at the royal palace in a week. Then he left the place. Rovel got very angry, went to meet Aria and ordered the servants to leave the room immediately. The servants were hesitant. She tells them, don't worry, I'm with him, everything will be fine. Rovel grabs her wrist with all his strength and tells her, explain to me what happened. Don't you realize the disaster you caused? Because of you, the royal family has set its eyes on us again. And all this because of your stupidity. You don't understand anything, you don't know what's happening. Rovel tells her the demon queen marked your hand because you lied during the wedding, and strangely enough, there really is a magical mark that appeared on her wrist just like what happened with the cabbage princess. There's no use. Elisa calms him down. I know you're angry, but calm down a bit because Aine is under observation now, but don't worry. Aine is smart, too, and she'll know how to handle it because she inherited her intelligence from you. Got it? Elisa tells her, are you ready to sacrifice Parvelia instead of another person? Aria got embarrassed in her place, not knowing how to reply. Elisa repeats the question, are you ready to sacrifice your daughter instead of an unknown person you know nothing about? Aria replies, of course not. How could I do that? She tells her that's the expected response from any mother who fears for her daughter. And because of the incident that happened, the royal family asked us to hand her over to them in exchange for keeping quiet about what happened. She doesn't understand why and what's the reason for all this in the first place. What's happening from the beginning? She replies to her, you lied at the wedding party, that's why you were afflicted with a curse from the demons because you love another person other than Sufil, and that's the opposite of what you said originally. Rovel continues, the lines on your hand are the evidence of your exposed lie. And unfortunately you were playing with Sufil to reach the royal palace. What's your real reason for being here? Confess before I finish you. She calms him down, wait, that's enough yelling. You're giving us a headache, brother. Look at my hand, the lines are somewhat hidden, meaning easier. Aria really loves Sufil, but there's another person in her mind. That's why the mark was a bit hidden. And this is the last warning from the demons. Either you behave properly or they'll do the right thing with you. Elisa used her magic and hid the mark so no one would notice, but Aria will keep seeing it until her punishment period ends. At that moment she was seeing everything through the magic mirror, and this was the first time she saw Rovel this angry. She made the final decision that she must know everything about the black-hearted king. She actually went to the library and brought down a ton of books. At that moment Prince Bruno was thinking, unable to erase her image from his mind. He asks Raphael why the royal family can't ally with the fairies. Raphael replies to him, unfortunately that's an old puzzle that afflicted the royal family. No one knows the reason, but in a week this curse will be completely broken. You sly one. Back to Eileen, the servant girl tells her, why all these books? What exactly are you looking for, little Phosphorescent? Look, if you want anything, ask me instead of searching through all these books for nothing. She replies to him, excellent. Do you know anything about the royal family's curse and the black halo thing? He was shocked. How did you know about this curse? She tells him, I asked Alicia after I saw a black halo around the royal family, and she told me it's a curse from the demons. He wonders, how did you see all that, and you're still so young? You haven't even reached 10 years old yet. Secrets, my girl. He wasn't convinced by her words, you're still young, I can't tell you anything, especially since I don't know the details anyway. She tells him, if you're not going to tell me anything, don't bother my head. Get out. Take it easy, miss, the man didn't mean to. She continues, I must search for information to defeat the enemy. He wonders, enemy? What enemy exactly? She replies to him, King Raphael is pressuring my father because he has the advantage, so he's gathering information to counter. His son exploded with anger. He was about to smash the library, but she calmed him down. Calm down, brother, at the last moment. She says, I think you've been convinced now, right? So help me, son. He tells her the story began during the demon attack 2,000 years ago, and the king decided it was the reason. for the demon's curse on him because the king ordered the fairies to expel the queen and help them eliminate the monster. Of course, the fairy queen rejected his request because it was an order, not a request, meaning the weak commanding the strong. Defend him? No, you're a truly despicable human. She continues the treacherous king used a forbidden spell. I don't really know the rest of the story honestly, but I think that's the reason for the demonic curse on the royal family. Moments later, Rovel and Alicia returned to the palace and saw Ain upset. They asked her what happened. Ain tells them, I learned everything about the demon's curse from Finty. Alicia replies to her, I told you not to ask anyone because I'm afraid for you. I'm sure that if you knew about this curse you'd try to break it by any possible means. But know that we fairies can never forgive the royal family for what they did because they betrayed the covenant and the fairies suffered greatly because of them. I hope you understand this well. She replies, on the contrary, I don't want to break it, I want to make sure it stays with them forever. Miss. She continues, I'm trying to protect the fairies now and protect the Van Craft family at the same time because the royal family tries to provoke us every day more and more. Rovel exploded with joy. This is my daughter, yes. She asks Alicia what happened with Aria. Alicia told her everything, and the problem is that Aria also told Sufel everything despite Alicia ordering her to stay silent. She warned her so things would pass peacefully, but there was no use. Sufel cancelled the wedding party, and with all that stupidity he was the reason behind everything because he got angry and exposed everything as usual. She felt sad for them and asked them to take her to the royal palace to meet Isabella and Grandpa. Rovel replies to her, maybe postpone it a bit because I told her I wouldn't return to the palace for a while because of what happened. But she kept pressuring him, pressuring and pressuring until Rovel gave in and took her to the palace at last. Isabella and Grandpa exploded with joy at her visit and talked with her a bit. Then, Sufel and Aria entered the place. She introduces herself to Aria. Sufel was surprised by this sudden visit. Rovel tells him Ain wants to say something to Aria. Ain tells her, I'm here to warn you, Aria. Aria was surprised and looked at Sufel. Sufel tells her she's young in age, yes, but as you can see, she's a different child from the rest. Listen to her words carefully. She tells her Alicia read your feelings and hid the evidence, and you're the only one who will see it. Despite all that, you disobeyed her orders and told Uncle Sufel everything. She replies to her, on the contrary, Alicia ordered me to love Sufel with all my might, that's why I told him everything. She tells her, you stupid or what? On the contrary, you exposed everything and ruined everything. Do you think he'll love you after you tell him this nonsense? From the idiot who told you that. This is a great insult to the noble Van Craft family. Isabella continues, you should have known this well because Sufel told you what happened with Julia, and yet you made the same mistake. There's no use, an idiot is an idiot. Aria got very angry. Okay, what do you want? She still doesn't understand. She explained to her very calmly and briefly that the Van Craft family is in danger now and the royal family is fully exploiting the situation. And all this because of her. Aria broke down crying. She tells her, fix yourself before it's too late. We don't want this troublemaker. Understood? Stay away from Rovel now and leave him alone, or I'll leave Alicia on you, and you know exactly what the Fairy Queen can do. Exactly, you're free. This is the final warning. Aria fainted from the words. Oh man, and they took her to rest. Poor thing, she got tired. An 8-year-old girl skinned Grandpa alive. Sufel apologizes for what happened, meaning he was supposed to say those words in her place. She replies to him, no problem, the most important thing is to solve this issue. And you, Rovel, finish it, brother. Let's go to the palace to meet that sneaky king. Rovel doesn't know how to reply and doesn't know what to say. He doesn't want to be embarrassed, more like Aria. Isabella tells them, it's impossible for you to go to the palace in these clothes. You are nobles, you must wear the most luxurious things we have. And as a start, they tried on Sufel the poor guy and shaved his face completely. Now it's smooth, my friend. There's no difference between him and an orange, same texture. There's nothing on his face. Hoping that Aria will behave herself and we solve the problem from the root. At that moment in the royal palace, Prince Bruno is still thinking about her, not wanting her to leave his mind at all. The guy fell into the trap of love. Someone save him, guys, or get him out. Go study multiplication tables, son, or Newton's law of the apple. Enough nonsense. Starfy ordered them to prepare because Rovel and his daughter are on the way. Back to Rovel. Rovel got ready and tells them, come on, to the carriage waiting for you outside the palace. Rovel replies to him, no, we'll go by instant teleportation. We don't need more headaches. We want to finish this sneaky meeting as quickly as possible. Isabella tells him, beat them up, chic. Finish them off, don't have mercy on them. Rovel was surprised. Calm down, miss, you two. We're going to talk, not to fight. And indeed they teleported instantly to the royal capital. Rovel didn't want to get involved at all, and the problem is Ain is the opposite. She wants to die and meet the king. She wants to beat him up. Rovel gathered his strength and entered the palace and met King Raphael. Raphael welcomes them. She introduces herself, and the strange thing is that the black halo is still there and was largely around Raphael, stronger than usual. Rovel shouts, finally I met you, Phosphorescent princess. She replies to him coldly, you look better in reality, brother. In fact, much better than the picture. The picture was a bit prettier. Rovel turned 360 degrees and kept circling. Where did she learn this strong talk? A continent-destroying nuclear strike. This is what is expected from my daughter. Sheik. Calm down. You ruined your reputation and your appearance. He shouts, brother, ruined your mind's house. You'll show them your real face. Rovel said to himself, but anyway. Raphael noticed everything and saw everything. He tells him, who would have imagined you'd be this soft? I mean cheerful to this degree. Rovel replies to him, enough wasting time now. Get to the heart of the matter. Raphael tells him, first I would like to apologize on behalf of my father when he addressed you forcibly about Julia. I mean the one who looks like cabbage. But luckily Julia and the king won't return to the palace again for now. Rovel was surprised. Why? Raphael replies to him, of course, as you know, what Julia did was a great betrayal to the kingdom because she's from the royal family and the king couldn't bear the rumors and people's talk. So he isolated himself with the cabbage princess in one of the border palaces, far from the eyes. What is this guy thinking? He's very treacherous. Turns out he did all this to distance Julia and be able to reach the royal throne easily. Raphael continues, Sufil is so poor. Who would have imagined he'd marry someone exactly like Julia? Rovel was shocked. Raphael tells him, don't act stupid. The rumors spread throughout the entire kingdom. Rovel got very angry, but what calmed him was asking Raphael who spread this rumor. Raphael replies to her, a little girl like you doesn't need to know this information. She shouts, enough, you lying hypocrite. Raphael was shocked by the old girl's reaction. She says, I know everything and you're behind all these rumors, but indirectly. You distanced yourself from the eyes. He was amazed. That's why Alberto turned against me. I didn't imagine someone like you would be this smart. She replies to him, you're the most treacherous person I've seen in my life so far. You exploited Alberto from the Van Craft family and made him a spy for you. But know that I could have made him a double agent and put you in soda. But honestly, I felt sorry for you. Raphael exploded with excitement. This is what is expected from the legendary hero's daughter. So she definitely knows exactly who's behind the rumors that spread in the kingdom. She replies to him, are you testing me or what? By the way, I know everything, but your sneaky mind games are nothing more. First, you exploited this rumor to negotiate with Rovel. Besides, the rumor spread in the first place, which means you're responsible originally. Raphael didn't understand her point. She tells him Queen Lara is the one who spread this rumor. Raphael was surprised. Who told you this? She replies to him, girls know each other's looks with one glance and know everything about each other. Aria was clear to all humans, but an idiot like you won't understand this. The important thing is I knew about the betrayal that happened, and of course spreading a rumor around a big family like Van Craft won't be easy and requires a high position, and all suspicions will revolve around Queen Lara. Raphael doesn't believe his eyes. What greatness is this, my daughter? How did you know all this? I haven't even mentioned yet the mark that appeared proving they acted like idiots. What mark exactly? Raphael tells them the bruise on the wrist that looks like threads, just like what happened with Julia exactly, appeared on Aria. The ninjas were even more surprised. What mark? What nonsense is this? No one saw any bruise or anything. It seems the royal family hates us in a crazy way to the point they spread rumors without evidence. God forbid. Lies, hypocrisy, and immorality. Raphael doesn't know how to reply because he threw accusations without any proof in the first place. He tells her no one respects us. Let's leave this disgusting place. Raphael tells them wait a second. Exploited this rumor to negotiate with Rovel. Besides, the rumor spread in the first place, which means you're responsible originally. Raphael didn't understand her point. She tells him Queen Lara is the one who spread this rumor. Raphael was surprised. Who told you this? She replies to him, girls know each other's looks with one glance and know everything about each other. Aria was clear to all humans, but an idiot like you won't understand this. The important thing is I knew about the betrayal that happened, and of course spreading a rumor around a big family like Van Craft won't be easy and requires a high position, and all suspicions will revolve around Queen Lara. Raphael doesn't believe his eyes. What greatness is this, my daughter? How did you know all this? I haven't even mentioned yet the mark that appeared proving they acted like idiots. What mark exactly? Raphael tells them the bruise on the wrist that looks like threads, just like what happened with Julia exactly, appeared on Aria. The ninjas were even more surprised. What mark? What nonsense is this? No one saw any bruise or anything. It seems the royal family hates us in a crazy way to the point they spread rumors without evidence. God forbid. Lies, hypocrisy, and immorality. Raphael doesn't know how to reply because he threw accusations without any proof in the first place. He tells her no one respects us. Let's leave this disgusting place. Raphael tells them wait a second. More and more. Rovel sensed something wrong. First time seeing her scared this way. The prince approached her a bit. She shouts, don't come any closer than that. Stay back, go back. Suddenly black demons appeared around them. He shouts, that's why I didn't want to bring her here. Raphael doesn't understand anything. What's happening exactly? Because none of them sees what's happening or sees what Ain is seeing. Suddenly the demons appeared in greater numbers and are asking for help from Ain. A severe headache struck Raphael and his two sons. They started seeing the demons. Then a giant screen opened showing exactly what happened 2,000 years ago. As soon as the first king asked for help from the fairies, but they refused to help them. Then the treacherous king bound all the wizards who were helping the fairies to force them to appear, and horrible massacres happened in the place. Many residents and animals were killed without any reason. All this because of the tyranny of the first king. The demons that appeared now are the souls of the innocents who died because of the king. They are asking for help from Ein. Raphael asks Rovel what's happening exactly. Rovel replies to him, this is the fairy's curse that afflicted the royal family. If we stay here longer, we'll die from the pain. He instantly teleported to the fairy's world, and the king and his sons fainted from exhaustion. Rovel was extremely scared for her, but Elisa calmed her and let her sleep. She says don't worry, her temperature was just a bit high. As soon as she rests a little, she'll be back to normal. Rovel asks her what was that? How did Raphael see the curse? What are these demons that appeared out of nowhere? She still replies to him, the demons realized that Ein is the daughter of the fairy queen, so they asked for help from her. And this is a terrifying scene for a child like her. She got tired in such a big way. After days, Raphael and his sons woke up from fainting. And since then they started visiting the fairies more to try to cancel the curse that happened to them. Days, weeks, and months passed, but the eldest prince, Bruno, was visiting the fairies continuously. Everyone attends the party and leaves while he stays sitting for several hours because he realized that the reason for this curse was the first king, and when he angered the fairies, provoked them and killed many of them too. The bigger problem is that humans now don't care at all and treat the fairies' holiday as any ordinary day. But Bruno is completely different from them. He feels remorse, so he was visiting them more and more, and every time he apologizes to Ein for what happened and wishes to meet her again to apologize. What he doesn't know is that Ein was standing behind the rocks listening to all the words and keeps crying afterwards. Alicia sat with her and told her that the fairies want humans to understand the disaster they caused and regret it. So a magical spell was cast on the king, making him hear the screams of the people the king killed for a number of years until he finally died from chronic headaches. But strangely, the spell was on the king alone. But the demons clung to the royal family because there's no other solution, hoping they would rest from the pain happening. And this is the black cloud that appears around the bodies of the royal family. And I know you go to the fairies' party every year because you're kind and try to break the curse to save the souls that suffered because of the first king. But the curse is much stronger than you imagine. Humans aren't interested in the curse in the first place, so the curse will stay with them forever. Advice from me, enough thinking about the curse too much. Consider that you didn't see anything until humans change completely and apologize for the disaster they committed. But will she listen or not? And this, my friend, was the third part of the anime Rovel, the legendary wizard, and his phosphorescent daughter Neen. So tell us your opinion below in the comments. Should we continue, or is this enough? I feel like this is enough for this anime. That's it. See you in the next videos. Peace out.